हम यहाँ भीख मांगने नहीं आए कि पैसे दे दो फिल्म बनाने, पैसे दे दो फिल्म बनाने.
It is not art house. It is the best cinema around the world.
Just the fact that the Women in Film India chapter exists. It was 10 p.m. in the night, and I got that message, and I just sat on my bed, and I just went like,
Hi, this is Guneet Monga Kapoor.
Hi, this is Tilotama Shom.
Hi, this is Rucha Pathak.
"Hi, this is Dimpi Agrawal."
And we are Women in Film India, today at Cannes with Sucharita.
The first ever WIF India House, and it's at Cannes 2025. Congratulations, ladies!
Thank you.
So now this is towards the second half of the festival. जिस काम को आप करने के लिए यहाँ पर आए थे वो properly तो हो चुका है complete. Guneet Monga Kapoor, this is the producers program that you had participated in. You told me this when I met you at Cannes 2 years ago. When did you participate in this producers program?
2011.
So now you're paying it forward by introducing this mentorship, fellowship for these wonderful female producers, Rucha Pathak, Dimpi Agrawal, and Tilotama right here, whose hair is just looking so beautiful today for a great headache. Tell me what this producers network at Cannes is.
So this is basically a 7-day breakfast program from almost 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And they have 14 tables with 14 masters in different aspects. They curate. The network curates these masters. And then it's like a 2-hour breakfast with them where 10 people sit on one table and they have free-flowing conversations and deep case studies. And you can directly ask your specific questions and also get to intermingle with other participants. And every afternoon there is another session. Every evening there is also another session plus networking. So it's 7 days intense program, upskilling, producing. So I always wondered that India has so many treaties. We have 70 plus treaties
With various
with
countries.
various countries, and how to even use them.
Yeah.
Where to learn how to use them, how to construct films outside the system of what we understand or what the studio system is in India. And this is where you get to learn that. And it's really important for, I think, anybody in producing to know about the producers network. It is also a very, very, the selection process is intense for producers network. You have to have a couple of credits. You have to have released movies. But with Women in Film, with the global network and the love of Women in Film LA and their relationship, which Women in Film LA supported us, and that's how we got formed. We were able to get 3 tickets, on a program that was otherwise shut down. And they understood that this is upskilling. And with the organization, with the help of Women in Film India, they were able to open 3 seats for us. And it's been intense 7 days. Today is literally the first day where they've not woken up at 7 a.m. and ran to their meetings, because you have to queue up early, to be able to get. You'll miss the tables of, you're all strategizing.
Tilotama, you tell me, paint me a picture of what your typical day looks like when you're participating in this producers thing. What time are you waking up?
Yeah, you wake up, you brush your teeth, shower, and get out. And you're lucky if you can take a banana along or an orange. You stuff your face with something so that, your glucose levels are settled and your brain is awake to absorb this new day. And you would have hopefully read the night before about who is coming and who is going to be on which table and how the 3 of us could spread ourselves, across. Yeah, just because it's we are lucky to, again, doing this alone is hard. So it's nice to have the 3 of us, and we can decide who will go where, and then come back and share notes and contacts that I got their email and I got. So this exchange of information, and it doesn't end with breakfast. It just goes on and on, and then there is case studies, like she said. There will be like a session of remakes, IP, like that we attended yesterday. Sales agents telling us when is the right time for us to approach a sales agent. Absolutely not when you figured out where your film is going for a world premiere. It's sometimes 2 years before a world premiere. despite like having, that's what I'm saying, that, I've been part of this, so many films which are co-productions, international co-productions for 20, 25 years now. But to be able to learn it from this lens enables me to share this information with many other people who think the race to the finish line is to make the film. And it's actually not, because it's so much money, so much effort of an entire team of people that goes into making a film. But if you don't have the right partners early on, so that your film gets the life it does, and it doesn't mean necessarily theatrical in India, or the various other options. If you have a good sales agent, believe in your script, can help you in development, can help get the right partners. So it's really been incredible. I'll let
I'll move on to Rucha now. You know, when Guneet told me about this breakfast of this whole network 2 years ago, she said that when she had first attended it, it opened up her world, and this was her after having produced big films, taken them to international film festivals, and then attending this network and realizing that there is so much more to be done. Did you feel this way as well now that this whole session is done?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, what happened was while she was doing, like we were discussing, while she was doing that Girl in Yellow Boots and while she was taking Lunchbox around, there were a couple of other films also. I had done Harud back in 2010.
Yeah.
There was no information and no support or to figure how you can take your film, get it released, how you can make a film. Because even though it gets into a big film festival, it does not, you have to have been prepared way in advance. So this is actually preparing us for being able to make sure that we can get our films that we have been working on for some time to a bigger platform, to a more international platform. And we got to meet at all the tables. We got to meet producers from other parts of the world. We also got to meet all the sales agents and the film festival programmers. We got to meet people with funds. We got to lawyer. Yeah, lawyer. And they were all, in fact, looking a lot to India, because we've had like quite a few films this year and last year. I mean, we have Payal Kapadia, who's also part of the jury. So they're all looking towards India to find out, okay, what are you guys doing next? You've got this huge, I mean, I think everybody's asking Guneet also. So, after Lunchbox, what? So I think this will really help us move it forward and pay it forward and take it ahead.
Yes,
I want to say one thing, that often when you come outside of your country, and hey, the thing is, you want money. कि हमें पैसे चाहिए फिल्म बनाने के लिए, but this is way beyond that. Even if you get the money to make your film, what's the strategy? What's the long play? So it was really mind opening, that हम यहाँ भीख मांगने नहीं आए कि पैसे दे दो फिल्म बनाने, पैसे दे दो फिल्म बनाने. It's really about understanding the larger picture, and I really, really appreciate that, because money is still something one can raise locally within one's own country. But what one can't raise alone is the community that is required for a film to reach an audience that was born for it, and there is an audience. Yeah.
Dimpi, I want to talk to you about what Women in Film India has done so far with you. What has been your association with them like? And talk to me about coming here specifically with Women in Film India, because now we've sort of established what happens here at Cannes. This is all, by the way, officially done by the festival. This is not happening outside. This is happening well within the main building where all the premieres are happening simultaneously. All of this is also going on in the background where you're not seeing the red carpet, but so much more work is happening. Dimpi, मुझे बताओ आपका how's it been with Women in Film India so far?
So I think it's been amazing. The association started now, I think, in sometime mid-April was when Rabia sent a message, and I've said this enough, but I was having a really bad day. And you get that message, and it's not about the selection, it's not about the process, just the fact that the Women in Film India chapter exists and there are people supporting women in film. I think it was 10 p.m. in the night, and I got that message, and I just sat on my bed, and I just went like it was that sigh of relief that I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know what details. Like, it was just like a message about Women in Film India is doing this, and nothing beyond that. But that made me feel like I had support and strength. And I attended a producer's lab at NFDC where Guneet was actually not mentoring, but she just walked in And she just said, you know, ये मैंने बहुत किया है, मुझे खाली आपसे बैठ के chat करना है. And it was an informal session, and I'm so grateful. I was hovering around there so that, you know, they were like, oh, she's doing a session, go. And she just sat, crossed her legs, and just sat for 2 hours saying, ye sab hota. And I don't come from studying films. I've learned everything on the job. So every now and then I would find myself looking up courses to find, and they were mostly abroad, and they were mostly either for 6 months or 2 years or 3 years. And I've done my master's in finance. I've done a lot of education. I'm like, 3 साल तो मैं नहीं निकाल सकती हूँ. And that time she said, you know, ये सब festivals में producers network होता है, producers lab होता है, book yourself tickets 2 months back, hustle your way and do. So that conversation kind of opened my mind to, oh my God, ये सब भी होता है. And very often, even now, this was like 2.5, 3 years ago. Very often, even now, I open my notebook and go back on my notes. What did she say? Which festivals? Which network? Okay, let's find out, because you have to apply early on. You have to do all of those things early on. But like, I think what one would do, and I knew about the sales agents a little bit. I went to EFM with my project with it, but it's so exhausting. And to do it alone, it's a lonely process. And this year I decided that, yeah, I will not go to Cannes. It's too exhausting to do it alone. And maybe I don't have the energy to. So what Women in Film also did, and I was telling this to a colleague yesterday, was give us that motivation that you're not alone. And the amount of knowledge we've gotten in the past 10 days is beyond anything one can look up online.
This is what I want to expand on, this feeling of you're not alone. Expand on that a little bit. Why is
It
that?
is, I think I've missed a peer group, you know. मतलब मतलब मुझे लगता है कि हम लोग सेम भाषा ही नहीं बोल रहे. You know, so I understand how to make films, and I've made 40 plus movies, you know. But we still are so nascent when it comes to a worldview on how to do, what to do. So I've, you know, there are a lot of amazing independent producers in US who do the work that I've been doing for so long. So I actually do have a peer group in the indie scene in US, you know, and it is just, I think, a little bit of that. It was very hard to do this alone. It's very isolating. It's very, you know, you're always put in a corner. You're always like the anomaly. You're always like, and people have all these thoughts like, अरे क्या ही कर लोगे तुम, क्या ही उखाड़ लोगे. Literally till, you know, कि France से क्या मिलेगा, यहाँ क्या मिलेगा. But, you know, people understand when you want to do something which is just artistic. You know, there are buyers for it. There is a market for it. It's thriving and it's celebrated. And it is not art house. It is it is the best cinema around the world. You know, you don't get selected here because you're art house. You know, and art house doesn't mean boring. You know, it makes you feel something. It makes you move something. And that's what cinema is supposed to do. It takes our country forward. It takes our color, our people, our language, our know-how, our skill, our crew, everything. And we have 70 plus treaties. We've still not used Indo-Canada Treaty. We've, you know, New Zealand is happy to offer. And New Zealand is actually saying that you don't even have to shoot there, and it doesn't even have to be a certain kind of a film. It can be anything. It can be a genre.
We still haven't used an Indo-Canada treaty.
I mean, the Indo-France was signed in 1985, and I was the first one to use it in 2012. So we don't have the knowledge of how to use it, and that is where one develops skill. And the idea of starting this chapter is that all this skill is available to international filmmakers in their countries. They are sent. There are institutes. There is scholarship. There is fellowship. There's mentorship. You know, there are labs. There is Sundance. There's Film Independent. There is IFP. I was sponsored by IFP to come here. I've been a Sundance fellow. I've been a Film Independent fellow, and that's how one was able to acquire this knowledge. So why not all of us in India also have access to the access that otherwise international filmmakers have? So it was just an attempt to providing access to a marginalized group, which is otherwise less than 4%. But what we want to go back and do, we want to sit down and do like a masterclass with like, it's open to everybody who signs up for our website, womeninfilmindia.org. So everybody who signs, we will be doing masterclasses like this. But the idea is to bring everybody in the room and to share how this program was, deep dive into how this program was, so that everybody can apply.
Yeah.
For next year, get ready. Know about it when it opens. Make your applications in October.
Yeah.
Book your tickets. Get ready to learn. I also want to say that Women in Film is a very, very large organization and chapters around the world, and it's 55 plus countries, and they're all like a giant group of sisters.
I mean, the biggest, most fun Oscar party happens. The Women in Film Oscar party that happens every year.
They supported me so much during
Every
that.
single woman who is connected to cinema in Hollywood or anywhere is at that Women in Film Oscar party. It's great.
Yeah, and also, I mean, we've been able to build because of this incredible board. Everybody who's come on board to be able to build this chapter in India, and I think we just were like, let's deep dive in the deep end and start the first one with a Cannes Producer Scholarship. And this was 100% scholarship, and I hope we can do more.
But on a lighter note, Tilotma, we were supposed to shoot this outside under the tree. It has been raining like quite dramatically. So if you're wondering why we are at Cannes but sitting in like a living room, it is because it is raining quite dramatically.
Gorgeous out.
Beautiful. I wish I could show you, but all my equipment will get destroyed. But what Dimpy said to me, that you're not alone, and then Guneet expanded on that, you're not alone. I really feel that in my soul, because this is the first time I have come to Cannes with a team. I'm always by myself at Cannes. Guneet will tell you this. I'm always running around with one camera. I have an all women team as well. Behind the scenes right now, all these lights, cameras, ये सब मेरे बैग में पैक होकर आए हैं. मेरे घर जाएंगे ये सारी चीजें वापस. So अंदर से जो vibe आती है when you're around surrounded by women, when you know that these are women, they're here for a reason, we have things to do, work to accomplish. Express that feeling to me. Being in that, surrounded by these like women doing this thing.
Okay, let me put it this way. If you didn't have it, if you didn't have a collective that supported you, you see the impact of it. You're living in it. So is this how we want to go be remembered? Is this how we want the end to look like? There is an impact of inaction. If you don't take action to level up the playing field, there is a consequence of it, right? So if this is not how we want to go down and how we want to be remembered, that half the population of one of the world's most massive countries, remained untapped.
Yeah.
That's a horrible legacy to die, with. And that too many people, too many pioneers who worked really hard for us to walk this path. So I really feel like this is the the least that we can do is put aside our egos, put aside our differences, and we are not here to be friends with each other. I know this may sound a little unpopular, but we're not, for me at least, it's not about friendship. It's really about support. As someone who grew up and has survived because of independent films, and then did a few years of streaming work, and then I'm back to doing independent films again. So I really feel that this circle proves one thing to me, that don't believe when someone says this is done. The independent scene is done. Cinema is dead. I think that if you have a story that you really want to tell, and a group that can help you understand how best to tell that story, you can't do it alone. And being independent does not mean being alone. It actually means this. It means that you have this good sense to ask the right question to the right person. You don't have to know all the answers, but you must have a group where you can go to ask the right answer,
Being independent does not mean alone. Wonderful words, excellent words to take home with. Guneet, before we wrap this, tell us to our camera, if we want to get involved with the Women in Film India chapter, one last time, how is it that we can get connected?
I think as of now, we just launched our website. We launched the program and we announced it in Cannes. We launched our website, womeninfilmindia.org. Please sign up. And that is the most important right now. I have been thinking there has been so much love that has been pouring in. And it's a great question. So maybe down the line, we will start another plugin into the website where how you can support us, uh, and hear it more from the community. And maybe this is what we do. This is so new. It started with complete heart and passion. Um, and I'm also learning. Haven't built organizations before. Have made movies. But I think as we will be doing many programs. So please stay in touch. Follow us on social media on Instagram with India. Look up our page. Look up all the three amazing producers and the work they do. And for now, sign up. We actually do not have a database of women. We don't know if we are 50, 500, 50,000, 500,000, or a million in entertainment. And even if one wants to create programs in like music, in sound, or in VFX, in animation, we don't have any data. Who to reach out to, where they are. So we would love to be in touch. We would love to hear what you do. We would love to know more. We would love feedback. So write to us. And Rabia Chopra, who is the head of Women in Film India, is running the programs. And yes, we are a small team, and we will slowly grow. But this was our first program, so thank you, and just be a part of the, be heard, be seen, be celebrated, celebrate each other, and be counted.
Congratulations on completing this successful can. Now that it's over, there's a party today. So if the rain lets up, maybe up so jao jaake thode this rest. Rest your bookery birds, my sweet love. Congratulations and thank you so much for chatting with me today. Congrats on all this anywhere. Yeah, I know. I wish we were doing this under the tree as we had planned originally. Can I say something to
You know, why did we come here?
Yeah.
To go to the producers network. The weather gods were so great that all the days we had to do padhai, the weather was amazing. Today, because we finished, they're like, okay, we have been holding up this rain for a while, and now that you guys are done with your workshop,